Hi everyone. I am Abyssinia. I am here to tell you few interesting facts about Ethiopia. Let's find out some facts about this unique country in Africa, and some of them might surprise you. 1. Ethiopia is home to the lowest place on the African continent, the Danakil Depression. The depression is at the junction of three tectonic plates in the Horn of Africa, and sits at approximately 125 meters below sea level. This relatively small desert is also home to roughly 25% of Africa's volcanoes. 2. Ethiopia's Danakil Depression is the hottest place on Earth. The average year-round temperature is 34.4 degrees Celsius, making it the hottest place on Earth. On top of that, it is also extremely dry, receiving between just 100 and 200 millimeters of rain per year. Despite these extreme conditions, it's often referred to as the cradle of humanity, with many ancient hominin fossils having been found here over the years. 3. Ethiopia runs on its own calendar. Like a very few cultures and countries around the world, Ethiopia runs on its own calendar. The country has its own calendar, which has 13 months in the year. 4. And we run on our own time. Not only is our calendar different to others, we also use our own clock. In a system that really makes perfect sense, the day starts when the sun rises. 1 o'clock is sunrise, and 12 o'clock is sunset, then we have a 12-hour night clock as well. When someone tells you the time when you're here, just make sure you check if it's Ethiopian time or Western time. 5. Ethiopia was the birthplace of coffee. There are many legends about the origins of coffee, but it is thought that its heritage can actually be traced back to a goat herder on the Ethiopian plateau in a place called Kaffa. The legend goes that the herder noticed his goats had an affinity for the berries from a certain tree, and that when they had eaten them they were so energetic they couldn't sleep at night. That was how coffee was born, and we are forever grateful to that goat herder. 6. Ethiopian man Abebe Bikila was the first black African to win gold at the Olympics. The odds were against Abebe Bikila when he participated in the marathon at the 1960 Olympics. He only made it into the team because another athlete had broken their foot, and then chose to run the marathon barefoot as his new shoes were giving him blisters. Despite that, he managed to win the race in world record time, and also went on to win in 1964 as well. He has a pretty incredible story, so if you've got some time, definitely look it up. 7. Addis Ababa is the highest capital city in Africa. Located in the highlands bordering the Great Rift Valley, the capital city of Addis Ababa sits at 2,355 meters above sea level, the highest in Africa. 8. You'll find lots of vegetarian cuisine in Ethiopia. The food in Ethiopia is delicious, and it is becoming more famous now, and Ethiopia is also a great place to visit if you're a vegetarian. Many Ethiopians follow an Orthodox Christianity religion which prohibits eating any animal products on Wednesday and Friday, which means you'll almost always find vegetarian dishes on the menu. The base of just about every Ethiopian meal is a delicious pancake-like bread called injera, which you'll find mounded with tasty stews and curries. If you didn't try injera ever before, now is the time. 9. Ethiopia was never colonized by the Europeans. Ethiopia is the only African countries that are considered to have never been colonized. Many countries celebrate independence, but we celebrate a victory. That being said, Italy did occupy the country between 1936 to 1941, however the Ethiopians continued to fight back, and the country was never fully under Italian control. 10. Over 80 languages are spoken in the country. Ethiopia has upwards of 80 languages spoken across its regions. Know Ethiopia. Thanks for watching me.